Hey, hello traders, how are you? Vladimir here. This is live market review US session 24 of January. Let's quickly go over our setups and the ones we follow and get the updates. So New Zealand and Canadian starts to be the most relevant one as we were following for a new high. We get it right here. We wanted to go below this area to gain the momentum, break the trend line as well, gain the convergence, get the retrace, and we would be after sells. No changes in our plan, just follow the setup as we wanted, and we are after entries here. New Zealand dollar and Aussie dollar, they are still dancing. No entries for the Aussie dollar, still holding this bottom. Nothing we can do with that. If it breaks down here, classical, we would be after this kind of retrace. If it keeps for a new high, we let it go and we will be after the triple cycle, which is still here, still creating. 1, 2, 3. We might spike it for a bit higher, a bit further. So let's see what do we have from these areas. The levels are good, the plays are good. So let's see now how it goes. Euro pound has been kicked here on the break even. And still holding the trend line, by the way, but I would not be surprised if this kind of cycle we've had here would now get something like that for us before we will be looking for resell. So if you were kicked on break even as well, no need to do nothing right now. Currently we would be looking for deeper retrace to provide better opportunities. Cat franc starts to be very interesting as it completed the false break. Now I wanted to see lower levels here, and if we take a look here, we are holding the 61.8. I was looking, to be honest, a bit further here, but we don't have it currently. We do have this bullish divergence formed actually, and a push up created after the false break. Here we got a false break, retraced up, and now we are going with this play. So basically pullbacks, and we can look for buy opportunities. Now there are two approaches here, one investment, one regular type. The investment would be jump in with the retrace. The regular would be two waves down, and with the breakout try to join the rallies. For investment, we can still maybe get it on further move down and to provide us even better levels for future on these plays, but we are great to start collecting the buys, and this is why it starts to be very interesting opportunity. And New Zealand and CAD now getting very close to see that we need this break, quick pullback, and we are after sales here. Keep an eye, definitely good opportunity. New Zealand dollar, as we same like the Aussie dollar, we still want a false break, we still want the convergence principle before we will sell into. This is following exactly what the Aussie dollar does. It could be the triple cycle, it could be drawn as this kind of special cycle. We are anyway dancing around a potential sell zone, bearish hidden divergence, trend line, and great levels. So basically from here, just patience. We are dancing around the 161.8, and if we go further for the next cycle, we have a 61.8. This is a really powerful magnet zone. It's only a question of time, but do not sell blindly before you get set up. Very common mistake, and unfortunately still many fall into that. And for the New Zealand dollar, if we take a look on levels and days, we can see we are in a good time now. 26 is a very potential top, and that's happening now. Okay, starting for tomorrow and 2 days from now, it's building that up. And the end of the month, also very powerful dates, the beginning of the next month. So we are approaching into great sell zone and potential period, and yet we don't attack blindly. Remember that, very common mistake. Pound Canadian starts to be ultra interesting. It starts to do the first leg down we wanted. We will want to see these two and start to collect the buys. Get ready, it's not there yet. It's building up. We will have a bullish hidden divergence here. We will provide this buy opportunity. So just keep an eye. It should be really good one to follow. Euro New Zealandian so far dancing around the same retrace zone. As long as this bottom holds, basically the buys remains on. I would even go further as long as this bottom holds. We are still in the buy area. We are still in the buy setup. Now it's the scenarios here are we basically can retrace and fly, or we can go and try empty spike and fly, or we can further going lower a bit to provide a better zone here before the fly. I just want to remind you where it all comes from the weekly triple cycle and weekly bullish divergence. Once it's covered and reached creating the top, this is our monster. Do not rush here wherever it will be the reliable stop. This is exactly where we will be attacking this pair again. If it's about to hold here, classical, we should expect rally. If not, let it go. Don't force, and we will be waiting for the new setups with same principles: false break or bottom of the range and convergence principles. Patience is the key when it comes to long-term cycles. That's all. Pound Kiwi is approaching to the same zone, triple cycle. We will want to get it around the 50. Here, with same idea, trend line, and here we'll be looking for false breaks and join the rallies. But keep an eye that there could be too many New Zealandian exposure, so choose the best risk reward. It's all about that, risk reward. That's the key. CAD Yen also holding currently the 100 level here. I still was the opinion and ideally to reach the 161.8, but currently it's breaking through these levels, holding that. So what we will want to see here after the false break and the convergence principles would be two waves, which after we will be looking to go and trade further to the upside. All right, keep an eye here. Silver, same story, still dancing around the same areas, still under this potential another false break as we've had one. Divergence is there. We need patience here. This is our trend line. So if we do get a false break here, we'll be looking after these breakouts and then for sells. Okay, so as long as two false breaks did not complete, we're still under potential buys. That's same, and same exactly for the euro dollar as we explained on this morning. As long as the two false breaks did not complete, the potential rallies could still continue. Okay, so remember, we don't rush. Very common mistake is to rush. We are waiting for the setups to form for us, even if it takes a bit longer than we wanted. S&P and the Dow Jones, they start to be interesting, and Dow Jones is the one I start to like, just to follow this trend line. It's interesting as we are still in this kind of range, still dancing around. Break below could open the door for further continuation of correction. That's why I just start to keep an eye here on this ABCD. Break below could provide us some possibilities for the sales we are looking for. And that's all. That's quick update of the things we have on the list. And remember, again guys, it's all about patience and timing. And whenever the cycles will have to do their job, they will. Remember that. Just a reminder of Aussie Kiwi, which also starts to be very, very relevant again. That's all. You know all the things. You know all the pairs. You know the levels. Just now, setups. That's what we need. Setups on the levels. That's all. Thanks for your time, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, once again, patience and timing. Wait for the right things to form. That's all. Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow. Yours, Vladimir.